Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening. And you know, every Saturday at 6 p.m., I get to grace your screens. And as usual, today I have two beautiful ladies. Yes, I also have a queen again today. You know, last week we had Ghana's most beautiful queen here. And today, again, we have a beauty queen. You know, Ehuna Hofero Sonko Kra. And as usual, we bring in brilliant ladies on this show to share their opinion as we all get to vibe and learn more. My name it's Recipe, the Akufi Princess. I will be serving you the beauty tips today. Kanketi at Donko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. So do stick and stay with us. Let's go for a quick break. When we come, I get to introduce to you my beautiful, beautiful guest. And then we get to vibe. Stick and stay. Yes, welcome back. As I told you earlier, today I have two beautiful ladies. A beauty queen is here. We have the second runner-up of Miss Ghana 2022. It's a current Tankasa. Irene is in the building. Irene Vanessa Fifa. Yes, I can see. I know who try here. Papa, papa, papa. Irene, Akwaba.
Yeah, yeah.
Into manka yenya na kampende ebe kuntuka.
I know.
Because to be Miss Ghana second runner
I
up, you
have
should
to be
know
able to,
our own
exactly.
Ghanaian language. You
Totally.
get it.
Yes, I
It's also a
understand.
plus. You need to get that.
It is.
And
it
you are looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
I like your cloth and then it
Thank
looks like
you.
we like our
Yes,
style.
our designers are
Yeah.
insane. They understand the
Yeah,
assignment.
yeah. So
They
Paris
do.
House of Fashion got me this beautiful chest. So thanks to them. They are located in Kaswa. I'll give you more details about that very soon. But I love your outfit. as
Thank
well.
you. I
It's
am
nice.
holding on the blouse.
Oh,
Beautiful
wow.
blouse.
That's
Yes,
nice.
please.
We also have our regular panel. Yes, Gloria is back. Glo, she's a PR practitioner, you know, as usual. Kasano. And the vibe, no, it's going to be on another level. Glo, it's been a while.
Yeah.
What happened?
I've been around.
Busy
Yeah.
with work, eh?
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard.
Oh, I crave when the Ghana had only me as now.
You can't uncle this is yes, yes, isn't. But you're
Yeah.
glowing internationally. It's kind of
Thank you. You're also glowing. Yeah.
Thank
Why
you.
effect?
Medasi, baby. So today we are talking about body shaming and its effect on ladies. When we talk about body shaming, what is body shaming? Have you ever, experienced? Have you been body shamed before? We are streaming live on Facebook at ATV Ghana. ATV Koho, Najai, all comments, Netsoho, Mekan, na next week here, but naturally, Miss Madibia Econo. And also we are live on HD Plus decoder and live on Go TV. If you have it, you can get to watch us right there. So let me start up with my beauty queen to share a bit of herself, and her experiences running down Miss Ghana, which was airing live on ETV Ghana. Yes, let me brag about that. Hello, darling.
Hi.
Share with us your experiences before we even get into, what we are talking about today. How was it? The decision to even join Miss Ghana?
It was a very my story is actually very interesting.
Tell me.
Yes, I've always wanted to be in Miss Ghana, but then there was always something up, and then in 2021 we couldn't because COVID.
Okay.
Yes, so there was no opportunity to go in for the pageant. So I forget all about it that, since I missed it, I think I missed the whole getting into pageantry dream. So let me just get back and then do my thing. And then in 2022, I've forgotten all about it. I go on Instagram a day before my birthday.
Wow.
And then that is the day for the auditions. I said, no.
Let me
this
try
is-
my luck.
Exactly, because obviously, if my birthday is the next day, I'll definitely get a birthday gift because I'll be in the
Wow.
pageant. So that's how I decided to go for it. But I have always wanted to, and it was intense. It was a really intense journey.
Oh yeah,
series of
I was following
trainings.
all through.
You were,
I was
so you
following all through.
can tell.
Yeah.
So it's a long series of training.
And I had a couple of friends in there. Saba.
Oh, you did? Saba,
Yeah, she's my
wonderful
friend.
lady.
We kind of look alike.
Yes,
You
yes.
get it?
Now that you mention it, it's true.
I was actually voting for her. and all that.
Oh.
Maybe.
I mean, she'll come again. Also, she won Miss
Okay, so
Congeniality.
she can try. She can try
She
again?
can, yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes, that's the whole point. It's to give you a tougher skin so that you keep going for what you want. So she can come again. But she won Miss Congeniality,
Yeah, I
by the way.
saw
And
that.
beautiful skin, I mean.
I saw that.
Obviously,
that.
she would win that. So yes, she did really well. Yeah.
And getting to be the second runner-up, I mean, that pride. How's the feeling?
It's exciting.
It's
Yes,
exciting,
it's
huh?
exciting.
Wow.
And I mean, you're exposed to so many things. But the most wonderful part of it all is that I had a project that was dear to my heart.
Okay.
Now I get to work on it because I have the platform to do that, to advocate for that. Also, I get to work on other projects because Miss Ghana Foundation is a charity arm of the Miss Ghana project, and that is our main focus, Beauty with a Purpose.
Wow.
So it's fun, exciting, and there's all the fun, but it's a lot of work too.
That's
But
nice.
I'm braced for it. So,
That's nice. I can see that.
yes, I am.
It's showing all of you. In fact, now let's get to what we are talking about today. We are talking about body shaming and its effect. First of all, what is body shaming itself?
Body shaming, the words themselves speak for itself. It's the act of humiliating or mocking someone just because of the way they look, maybe their appearance, their body size. But it's not just that. You know, there are so many memes about short people, tall
Yeah.
people. All that is part of body shaming. Maybe you're a woman and you're too hairy and then you get a lot of hate for that. That's body shaming. Or even it extends to the men. Maybe you have certain feminine features and you get laughed at. For any attribute of your appearance where you get mockery or humiliation for, it can pass for body shaming. Yes.
Glo, is there any you love to?
Yeah, just like she said, body shaming is the act of making negative comments about somebody's physical appearance, their size, or even their shape. Sometimes it may be facial features. For me, I've always been body shamed, especially my face. I have big cheeks. So,
Oh, okay.
like,
Wow.
I have never
and they will say, enough notable fruits. Yeah,
Oh,
like always.
wow.
And growing up, it was one of my my weak points.
Insecurities.
So insecurity, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the word. So it was one of my insecurities because I felt like, hey, I always have to make hair that would kind of hide my cheeks and all that. So it's total humiliation. It makes you feel so bad. Yeah, that's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Irene, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever been
I
body shamed?
have throughout my whole life.
With this, your beautiful body?
I was a chubby kid. I was a chubby kid. And
Okay.
you know, I grew up in Kumasi. So the popular insult for a chubby kid is pano atoncio.
Eh, Radinya.
And I was quite, I'm bubbly. So I was even more bubbly as a child. So I get myself in situations where people can just get to me. And then growing up, I lost some weight. I liked it because I had always wanted
Yeah.
to. But then that's when you realize how people are. I grow up and now I've lost the weight, but then people are saying, hey, you're so skinny, because now I had become one of the skinny people in my family. No Kumasi people, like
Yeah,
a curvy,
they look a
chubby,
bit-
Ghanaian
yeah.
women generally, Ghanaian people generally, but then Kumasi people are more like that. They want you to have some flesh
Curvy
on
and then,
you
you
to
know.
be curvy and everything. And then my sister and I have a resemblance, so it's like I am the emaciated one and she is the fine one. There was always that, whether inferred or just subtle, or sometimes they just outrightly say it. And it hurts you, especially I'm growing up, I'm a teenager, around that time, it hurts you, it gets to you. But then what can you do? You just brace forward because people will just say things to get to you.
Did it affect you in any way?
My confidence for a while, but I think I am lucky to have had a training where emphasis was laid on what is inside of you. So I think even from a very young age, I understood that I am more than my physical look. I am more than my appearance. So I like to work on how I look, but more importantly, I like to work on what is inside of me, what
Of
I give
course.
back to the society, what is in my brain. Am I enriching those things? So I think that's what helped me, because from a very young age, I understood that even though this matters, there's more to you than just your physical look. I think that's what kept me going. But it still hurts. No matter your mentality, no matter how strong you are, it's still very painful. And it can easily affect your psyche and your mentality about everything.
Gloria, for a beautiful lady like you, now, do people still
Yeah.
do that to you?
Yeah, they still do. I think
At
last
your
week,
age?
yeah,
Just last week?
yeah,
You
at the
experienced it?
workplace, a colleague held my hand and shook my hand like, "Hey, you are too fat. You are too fat." I don't like a lady who is fat. And
Wow.
I felt so bad. I really felt so bad. I really felt so bad. So for me, sometimes I try to um, brush it off, or I try to exercise a little bit, then I give up, then I start starving myself, then I just back off because I'm like, whatever I do, I still look the same. And human beings, when I lost weight some other time, I think somewhere around 2020, hey, you're looking good though. What did you do? Hey, hey. So I felt like, hey, then I need to starve myself more to look this way, to appeal to people. Probably I'm not even in a serious relationship because I'm chubby. Then I need to
Oh,
lose
it
weight
got to
You
that
had all
extent of
those
making you
thoughts.
feel that way.
Yes. About Cassie there, Ben Mama but Mum Pen Marcus for it's really sad. It's really hurts. Like it's serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But you're pretty.
Very
Thank you.
pretty.
Anyway.
And the braids look good on you, even though they are
Yes.
not covering your cheeks.
Thank you.
You're really pretty. So I'm surprised. But has any guy referred to that as a reason of not dating you? Since you were saying that, it got to you mentally to that extent.
Oh,
Of
yes.
feeling that people are not coming your way because you feel you're...
Sometimes it may not even be your the guys who are coming in for you,
Okay.
but your cool friends and even your family members. My little sister, sometimes when she walks in and I'm eating, she'll be like, hey, she has this popular songs that she sings. Me patia, me pobolo. I'm like, hey, you ready? It's because I'm eating that's making this girl sing this song, or this is a socially accepted construct that we need to have this ideal
Body
thin
type.
body to make you look appealing to every sect of human being. You understand? So, yeah.
But haven't you come across, men who will be crushing on you because of this type of body or this looks that you have that some other people are trying to
Okay.
body shame you?
Okay, so because I've always been thick, um, for people, I don't look appealing to them. So I always had myself covered up in clothes that don't reveal my body features.
With this thick and
Yes,
nice looking
yes.
body.
So when I was in GIJ, Ghana Institute of Journalism, during my diploma days, I never wore anything that showed my legs.
Okay.
So it was until my graduation day that I wore a straight dress, like, hey, you have nice legs, so you have nice legs. So I was like, hey, really? So there was this particular guy who liked me. So I was like, now cry, then we won't want me who are.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell
I'm
you to
very
back
ashamed
off.
of them.
It's been like 7 years and I haven't accepted his proposal. But he was still coming after me. And I said, what have you seen in me that is still turns you on and you're still coming after me? He said, see, you are beautiful. You have nice legs. So anytime you're like, hey, Charlie, I want to see those nice legs. So stop it. I'm like, me nine way.
Wow, so it killed your confidence to that level.
Yes, right from infancy, from my cheeks. Even when I was in my teens, I wasn't fat. I mean, I wasn't thick or a plus size, as many would refer to. So, I don't have the confidence because my cheeks are big, my body, or below. People always refer to me as below. So, growing up, I didn't have that confidence to even take pictures. No, pictures were no for me. No. Hey, so that my cheeks will appear in the picture.
This is serious.
Yeah, there was no one to help me to build
Come out of it.
come out of it, or even build my confidence to that level that I would see myself as one of the most beautiful women on the planet or something. Yeah, so
I will come back to you to know how it feels, especially with your own sister.
yeah,
Even singing, creating songs for you because
Yeah.
of your thick body.
yeah.
It's very sad.
Irene, has any guy ever made you feel less of your body or inferior because of your looks?
Well, I model sometimes, and every now and then, I mean, sometimes ladies, your weight just fluctuates.
Yeah.
There was one time that someone I met on set just sent me a message that, oh, the last time that we were on set, I was thicker. It's like I've become skinny. It is not nice.
So the
him.
kind of expression they
him.
show on their faces
That
when
was-
they are saying something.
That was the worst part to him. And I'm just thinking, how can you just sit where you are and come, like, just send a message like that?
Forgetting that you're working.
Exactly.
Because modeling is a work. You were
And you
working
know,
for somebody.
things like these affect your psyche. So
Affect your mood.
exactly, it can just spoil your
Of course,
day,
it brings you
just
down.
like that. And for him to just say that casually, I'm like, oh no, that was very insensitive.
Yeah.
So such remarks, I get it every once in a while. I mean, you get it from family a lot, but then, you know, family, they are well-meaning. You know, constructive criticism is fine, but then in Ghana, it is the way people say it.
Yeah.
Mostly, it is the way people say it. I mean, if I want to talk about you because it is boring, or maybe it is getting to becoming a health concern, and I say nice things about you, it doesn't even have to be physical. I like the way you talk. Oh, your hair is beautiful. But nowadays, it's like, do you need help with how managing your weight or something? I'll know that you appreciate something about me first. But then people just be, hey, you become fat too. I hear Papa.
I don't mind how they say it.
I think that is what breaks your soul. That's what breaks you. So me, it's the comment, the insensitive comments. That's what gets to me the most. Yes.
Now, let me come to the types of body shaming. You mentioned names like Obolo and your sister singing to you. Now, before even coming to the types, how were you feeling when your own sister, your biological sister, created a song because of your thick body?
Yeah, I had to stop eating. So just right there, my mood changed.
You lose your appetite.
I lost my appetite, and I was like, hey, is it because of food that is making me put on weight? Because I was even thinner than her when I was at her age. But then she feels like today I'm thick, and she might not get thick like I am. So I just look at him like,
Forgetting she might even
yeah,
Be more
Yeah,
than
because
that.
it's in your
Yes,
blood. You
yes.
were slim as at the time you
Yes.
were of her age.
exactly. And there was a time I closed from work, and normally sometimes I don't get time for exercise because of the nature of my work. So when I close, I walk about 30 minutes before I get to the house. So
Yeah.
there was a time that I had closed from work and I was heading towards the house. So there was this guy who saw me, an area guy. So he was like, "Oh, Mami Bra." So when I got to him, was like, So what I say, and then
Oh.
oh. I was like, oh, why are you saying this? I can help you lose weight. I was like, oh, who told you like I'm panting whilst I'm breathing or something? No, I'm fine. I always do this walk every day when I close from work.
Yeah.
I can help you lose weight. Just that maybe I might take something later. I was like, see, the fact that I look thick doesn't mean that I'm on my way to obesity or health problems. Don't link.
Doesn't mean you're not healthy.
Doesn't mean I'm not healthy. I'm just fine. Thank you.
Irene, now let's come to the types of body shaming. Gloria made mention of the names and the songs they create to sing for them, Obolo. What are the types, do you know,
There,
personally?
you know, there's fat shaming and there's thin shaming, shaming for being thin, and then there is some of them there's even the hair shaming, but like you're a woman and then you're
have
hairy,
hair?
yes, and there's the masculinity shaming, like maybe you give masculine vibes. All that, there's height shaming, like I mentioned earlier, you're too short or you're too tall. There's also shaming for that. So there are so many types of shaming, and it just comes with, if people think you're a little different than what they
Yeah.
expect ideal attractive woman or man to be, then you get shamed for it.
Now, what should an ideal lady look like?
Exactly. An ideal lady should look like the way God created her to look like. That is the short and tall of it. The Bible says that when God finished his creation, he said it was good. There are other versions that says it was suitable, it was pleasant, it was pleasing to the eye. So an ideal lady should look like the way God created her to look like. Whether you are thick, whether you are slim, whether you are in between, you are perfect in God's eyes. If only God is perfect, then why are we going all out to make people feel bad for the way they look? Yes. So as for what an ideal lady should look like, there nobody should give us any measurements that you should be like this. There may be concerns, and I work with ladies to try. I work with ladies who are trying to develop healthy lifestyles, and that includes weight management and everything. But then they are all beautiful in their own ways. But sometimes there are health concerns. Fine. Or sometimes you yourself, maybe you feel like you can do this. Realistically, you can set goals that help you to work towards them. But apart from that, as you are, God created you that way.
Yeah.
And He said it was good. So you should have it at the back of your
And
mind.
God said He created us in His own
In
image.
His own image. Exactly.
So why do you want somebody to look in a way that you want her
To look.
to look?
Are you wiser than God?
I don't even get it. But
That is the thing.
I want to know from you watching us. Leave a comment on Facebook. For your description of an ideal lady. We also want to know yours. On that note, let's take a break. We'll be back. Welcome back. In fact, I'm enjoying this conversation. We are really learning today. Please, if you're on Facebook, be serious with what I asked you. I beg you. Okay, I want to know how how you picture an ideal lady. Some will say, oh, a lady need to have a Coca-Cola body shape, a pear shape. I remember there was a time we treated the types of body shape. So I remember some of them. The pear, the Coca-Cola shape. That one day I remember. Now, I don't know why people tend to make people feel inferior when it comes to their body. Why do you even, first of all, I love the fact that you brought in the godly works. God created us in His own image. So why do you want me to look in a way that you want me to look? We have a beautiful lady here in the studio. Now, she is actually backstage, and she was sharing with us her experiences. Now, for somebody to call her a sack of potato, I mean, how? How do you want the person to feel if you refer to her as such? Anyway, welcome back into the studio. I have my beautiful queen here, Miss Ghana. Yes, the second runner-up is here, Irene. She's here. And I also have a PR practitioner, Gloria. She's a regular panel, actually. Oh, you were kaka. Exactly. And they are sharing with us their experiences about body shaming. I have mine, which is my nose. In fact, it wasn't easy for me in JHS. I'll tell you what happened. But, my guests are very important to me, so I want them to share. And the latter side, I will share with you my experiences. We made mention of the types. Now, why do you think people that are equally created by God decide to make the other party feel inferior by body shaming them, Irene?
You see, this problem I feel like is in twofold. But the most boring part is there are people that they, within their own heart and in their own selves, they have a certain sense of insecurity about their bodies. So just to project it on others, they use bullying as an outlet.
Okay.
So because they feel insecure about themselves, they are unhappy within themselves, they just spread that negative energy out to people and hurt people. You can't give what you don't have. If you don't have happiness within you, you cannot spread the joy. Some people are just unhappy. They are insecure within themselves, and so they want you to feel insecure about themselves too. So it's bullying. It's outright bullying. Some people are just like that. And there's also another factor, especially in Ghana. We do not know how to give constructive criticism. Yes, feedback is good. Feedback is how people get better. But if I am your friend and you've seen that, oh, maybe the rate at which I am gaining weight, or if you think my tummy is bloated or something, if you want to help me, it is not by saying, hey, why you kesi papa? Ade, jayajane or something. It doesn't help in any way. All it will do is ruin my day. So we have to learn how to give constructive criticism. Some of us just outright and we just say things like that. How can you call someone a sack of potatoes or just hold someone's arm and then be playing with it? It is wrong. It is just wrong. And we have to talk about it. This is not how to talk to people. If you are really concerned with them, you should show it in the way you express your criticism. And there's always a way to go about things without making everybody uncomfortable. So yes, I think those are the two main reasons why people just go about body shaming. Some are just insensitive, unhappy, insecure people, and sometimes it's just people who forget to say things in a nice way. Yes.
Glo, now generally, let's come to how body shaming affects people. You spoke about it affecting your confidence. Now, what do you think generally people will feel how it will affect them if
Okay.
they are being body shamed?
Okay, so being body shamed, it goes beyond physical appearance or physical impacts on the person.
Okay.
What it does is it affects the mental overall being of the person who is being body shamed. Because one, there comes anxiety. Because my still. Hey, almost my case. When they mean did be more because you're scared. There's this anxiety that the more you eat or the more you take in something, the more you bloat. Or perhaps you've they tell you that you've lost weight, so that means you have to keep on starving yourself to look that way or maintain that shape for them. Which might lead to an anorexia or something.
Anorexia.
Yes, exactly.
Bulimia as well.
Yeah. So, and it leads to depression. Sometimes
Anorexia.
yeah,
as well.
anorexia, yes. Self-harm and even suicide. Because a lot of people have been bullied on social media. And
I was coming to social media.
exactly.
I was
exactly.
directly coming to
Social
social media.
media.
Now, what role does the social media have when it comes to body shaming? Irene,
Social media
start
plays
up for me.
a very massive role in how we see our bodies. You see, it's a physical place. The whole emphasis of social media is on physical appearances.
Yeah.
If you see a picture on Instagram and you do not like it, you will not like it or comment on it.
Okay.
So for young ladies especially, you see all these things and you go here and then everybody is slim thick. And you know, surprisingly, everybody is beautiful on social media.
No, and now people have started with that lipo pressure.
Yes. And you see, one of the most worrying problems is that one of the biggest idols for beauty now is the Kardashian family, Kim Kardashian. These are
And
people
they're
that
all
have
into liposuction.
they have outrightly come out to tell you that we pay to get our tummy stacked in. We pay to get our butts filled in. We pay to get our lips looking the way it does. For the average Ghanaian lady, where are you going to get the money from? So we have unrealistic role models on social media that we follow.
And even now, our own Ghanaian
Even
celebrities
in Ghana.
Yeah.
are doing it.
Yes. So as for social media, it is one of the biggest reasons why we have the problems we have. Because when you go on there, now there's feed. Even if you don't follow them, sometimes they just appear. And you'll start feeling insecure about yourself because you can't help seeing someone and comparing it to what you have. Meanwhile, you are beautiful in your own way, but then you go on there and then the narrative, even on Twitter, that is not so much of a picture-oriented space and it's more, there are narratives. Buttocks, they'll say it's like this buttocks over breasts or breast over. So if you are a young lady and you feel like, oh, you are not curvy enough, then how do you even be a part of this conversation? So it gives a lot of anxiety and depression about how am I, if I go on social media and people don't like my pictures, I feel it's because I do not have the Kardashian body, which is a problem.
So you want it?
Me personally, no.
No, I'm talking about.
But then yes,
general.
sometimes
yes,
it makes
slim
you-
thick is the
makes you-
new.
So for someone like me, who I consider myself thick, taking a picture, a full picture of myself, may attract some negative comments about my body.
So you
But-
won't even post it on social media?
No, I might post it,
Okay.
but then I might edit it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, to make certain parts of my body look much slimmer. Yeah, and even I think some of the phones comes with features that has this kind of thin face
Yes.
and
yes.
all that.
There are so many filters.
So many filters.
But is it normal to feel insecure about your own body?
It is. Because sometimes you wake up in the mirror, then you hold your belly like this. Eesh, me you funny, yes, I can see you. This stomach must go.
Common.
You hit your stomach like,
that.
no, no,
Killing
no.
yourself, please calm
Yeah,
down.
this stomach must go down.
Like
You
that.
see, you create unrealistic plans for yourself. Maybe you even embark on a weight loss journey, and you know that you have to lose this certain amount of kilos this
By this
month.
time, that's
And
too much.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't work that
like
way.
that. It needs to be consistent. It doesn't work like that. You set targets for yourself and you don't meet them, and you become so sad.
And you know one thing, I'm glad today we are doing this discussion with a beauty queen because, you know, we mostly look at them when it comes to our body types. You know, you see a beauty queen, be like,
Exactly.
Shy, look at Irene. See that slim body? I want to be like her. And then you begin to feel insecure. Please, how do you help us as a beauty queen for us to build up our confidence?
You see, the first thing that you should understand is that even beauty queens have the days where they feel insecure as well. Sometimes it's not even because you are actually looking bad. Sometimes your hormones, there's a hormonal imbalance thing. You're having mood swings and you just don't appreciate anything about you. The first point of overcoming insecurity and being confident in your body is being self-aware and having self-love.
Okay.
That's the most important. You should understand you. You should understand that you're imperfect, but you're perfect too. All your imperfections come together to give you a very unique person. And no one is like you. You should have that confidence within you. Also, there are ways to get out of any situation.
Of course.
If you are too big and you want to lose weight, there are ways to do it realistically over time. So be patient with yourself.
Don't be hitting your stomach like the way Gloria just did.
Exactly. Don't
Kill
do that. Don't do that. Be patient with yourself with time. Now, like you said, you've treated body shapes. You should know your body shape, how you dress, okay? And then just one day at a time, before you realize you have achieved your goals the right way. Follow realistic role models. Ordinary Gifty Auntie. She is you can see her weight loss journey.
Yeah, her
You
journey.
see, that is someone that realistically. Don't follow people that will put pressure on you with what they bought with their money, the money that you do not
The
have.
maintenance.
Exactly. So you see, there are ways to do this thing, one day at a time. But the most important thing is self-love. You are enough. The most important thing is your inner beauty, actually. So just practice self-love, positive affirmations every day, and you'll be fine. Yes, you should just make sure you invest in what is within more.
Glo, are women body shamed more than the men?
Well, I would say no one is immune to body shaming.
Okay.
But then, when it comes to body shaming and gender, it's more widespread. Yeah, women are body shamed more than men are. Yes, because men body shame us, and even our own women
The fellow
also
women.
Body
they
shame you as well.
do as well. Yeah, because it's seldom to find men teasing each other that, hey, Charlie, you feel so. But
They
you-
don't even care
they
about
don't even
it.
care about their
Yeah.
looks. Just get something and go out, you go. Sometimes they'll even tell you, yeah,
And my
Charlie,
producer says very true.
it's a full full. It's a full share. If full is a club before, we you phone so say a man pal. But then if you're a woman, they will tell you me them in poor ban you phone so. Meanwhile, this
But if you look at the person telling
you,
yes,
yes.
I'm in
Remember,
You'll be shocked.
Yes, you'll be shocked.
Irene,
Yeah,
People have a way of just overlooking their own flaws and then focusing on yours.
yeah. Just like you said,
surprising.
they have the insecurities, but then they want to pour it on you.
That's why there's this saying, we see in others what we find in ourselves.
Yeah.
They have discovered it in themselves. They don't want to admit it to themselves. So it's you that they are trying to bully to just feel good about themselves. But
now Irene, how do we handle people who body shame us?
you see, the first thing is, like I said, you have to be confident in yourself. And it's a process. So
Okay.
there are days that you feel on top of the world. There are days that you feel low. But then you should still have a certain level of confidence within you. If you have been suffering from body shaming, the first thing that you should do, honestly, is develop a thicker skin. Develop a thicker skin. I know women. I told you, I work with women, reputable women, career women. And one of them told me, after having children, she
Yeah.
couldn't go to any event.
Why?
Mercy is not because she's an introvert, but anytime she goes, she comes back depressed because people will just keep talking about how
I
big
can
she has
see.
become, her tummy, is she still pregnant? So her lifestyle has even changed. You see, so it starts, especially if you're working on it, develop a thick skin. When people realize that they can't joke about you, they have a way of going off. With time, they will go off. And then practice self-love. Every day when you wake up, I am enough. God said that you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Reaffirm that to yourself till you believe it. And it works. I can say it, attest to it that it works. Words are powerful. So you have told yourself that when you go out there and then someone says something different, you know that it is not true.
Of course.
Because you know the truth. And then, like I said earlier, there are ways to get out of any situation. You're not a tree. If you don't like the way you are, move. Exercise. It is just a matter of time. You will get there. You really just have to be patient with yourself. That is it. Patience is the magic word. One day at a time. Everybody, then you see the people that were body shaming you will come back. Maybe they'll try and come back with another ammunition at you, but then you'll be tougher because the power is in changing your situation to the way you want it.
Irene, you
Yes.
speak really well.
Thank
In
you.
fact, I'm being touched by your words. After this
you.
break, I'll share with you my experiences
Please do.
about body shaming because Irene, don't gaze you. See this my nose? My mom helped me in some way. Anyway, let's go for a break. When we come back, you get to hear my side of the story. All right, welcome back. Thanks to Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. Debia, one now was saying, I say my yes, beauty tips no. Yes, bro. And then it's about black spots. And your toothpaste kakana. You know, the video is on Facebook at ETV Ghana. So right after the show, you can go back and then watch everything to do that. So, epe energy drink, Papa Ogana Hana no. Eye Juma na bre, echo party na bre pacho. Party be a make sure that Adonko Next Level premium energy drink bi wase na ehwo na wo wase nyina we tum wa party hard ata say enti e pene dodo na etu na atona so on was 020-489-8698 and 059-2610-998 Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink, no limit. And I really require mama ni bi na asa Irene but you hear bisu okroma na afro hon bebre party no just party hard with Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. Now let's come back and continue with the conversation. Looking at all that we've talked about today, are we trying to say that God in his own wisdom did not create us well if we are being body shamed? Because God said, I created you in my own image.
Exactly.
This is in the Bible from the Word of God.
Yes.
And then na ochina ako catch you there. Now from to the fruit. I am slim today. You know those things that they say, you know it.
Shumlanga. Yeah, those kind of the
Naturally,
repetitive
yaka
answer.
kadamin sam na Irene. Does it mean we are belittling God in the first?
No, it does actually. It does. If God's creation, if I mean, apart from the artistically inclined people, can you even draw a human being? You can't. God has created a whole human being, giving them intellect, giving them so many skills, and you just choose to focus on what you think is a flaw. Yes, you are insulting the creation of God, and so you are insulting God in the long run. See, so we have to put all these things in perspective when we open our mouths to talk about what someone is or who someone is. So yes, we are not appreciating God's creation enough when we decide to just go out of our way to body shame others.
People.
Yes.
So what advice will you give, first of all, to people who body shame?
Let's learn constructive criticism. Let's learn to have constructive criticism. There's a simple rule. Before you give negative feedback, one, think about it. Is it very important? If it is important to say it, then start with compliments. Everybody loves compliments, and we don't give them enough. When you give someone a compliment, what it does is that they begin to like you more. One, two, it helps them to feel
Build
good
up their
about
confidence.
themselves. Exactly, and you do good with that. So if you give someone two compliments and then you say, "But you can work on this," in a loving manner, they will listen to you better. They won't go back feeling depressed. They won't have suicidal thoughts. And like Gloria said, this thing leads to suicide sometimes. So you see, constructive criticism. And the second part, the bullies. We should have conversations about these people. We should have conversations on social media that body shaming is not okay and that you are a bully for that. We shouldn't just entertain people, especially on Twitter. We shouldn't just entertain someone that gives a tweet about a woman's body. Can you create a human being? No.
Make sure you fuse in with your final words.
Exactly.
The time is gone.
Oh, okay. So it actually works with my final words.
Okay.
All that God created was good. God created us in His own image, and He said it was good. So we should just practice more tolerance to each other, practice more self-love. And the most beautiful attribute in a woman is actually confidence. So be confident in your body. You are enough. You are enough. Don't listen to naysayers. You are enough. I can achieve anything that you want to achieve with your beautiful body. Yes.
Glo, you have experienced it. What will you tell young ladies watching us tonight that are feeling insecure of themselves?
Okay, just like Irene said, you should be confident. Wear confidence like a dress that you always wear, and do not seek validation from anybody. Yes, if you feel good about yourself, then you're good to go. And do things that makes you happy. And do not join in body shaming yourself and others as well. Yes, because when you join in, that's when you body shame yourself, that's when you also join in with other people to body shame others, because you don't feel secret about your body, so then you do that to others as well. So do not seek validation from anybody. If you feel like there's a certain part of your body that you can change, probably you put on weight, definitely you can change it through exercising. But then still give it, yes, sure. But then if you're short, there's nothing you can do about it. Just accept yourself for who you are. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for gracing my show.
Thank you so
thanks
much.
for all the education today and helping build our ladies' confidence. Yamin Shabu, baby. Irene, Yamin Shabu. Glo, Yamin Shabu.
So thank you.
Yamin Shabu. Oh, yeah, Paris House of Fashion. And when I debut, I want my matari, come. And the matari, Miss the pictures no bottom, Miss social media page. Ain't no, echo who I bought pictures ning in a day or the whole. A pen shop for one was 054 309 1892. And the one I see baby. Now, and they one secret say, Oba, but they build your confidence. Now, is a banana no me a day. No, Bob health wise and so. A year for a year like soup. Now, here tomato paste. Making sure they bottle leap tomato mix. Leap tomato mix. Now was in the vitamins warm. Tomatoes that ningo come. And you like soup now one cast and pump pineapple. Offer baby secrets no iron. Obama body shape no shy come because it's this but papa vitamins. It's the iron patcho. Leap tomato paste. Gloria. Now I was supermarket. I was shop now airport to donate to action. From one was 033 2095 314 and the leap or leap. No has a mind. Thank you for watching tonight. If you are a lady, let's say I'm sorry, was it easy at a point? I didn't even want to get up in class. It was that serious for me. But thanks to my mother, sometimes I think mothers too, we play a role. If you're a mother, and then you a huge role actually. Not say obi body shame or ba. Me patrol part now was a body shaming in your as a mother. Not making sure that one no, about my whole banner building the confidence or I mean that they be okay the air we no unique and it was a teaser who pa memo as I say. And in Pacho, as a mother, too, you have a role to play. Rashida, me producer, don't mind anybody. You are so beautiful. If you see my producer, she's so beautiful. Sometimes I feel, hey, this woman, like, was she created, for a different planet? Because her level of beauty now is on another level. Rashwan, thank you for watching the show. And to my director, Johnny John, but I say, I'm sure they be a cafe, and a book of fiabo. And my sound man, my one and only sweetheart, Justice. I was showering you. I'm sure. Thank you for watching. Go on Facebook to stream live and share at ATV Ghana. Have a good night.